Yeah, boy. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is your friend Cartman, and today I got some awesome action to share with you guys from last raid weekend in the clan capital. We're going to be taking a look at 2 hits on every district, and I've searched through all the raids to ensure we get a variety of different army comps and spell combinations for you guys to see if there's anything that can help you out in your next raid. All right, guys, before we jump into that, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and go ahead and smash that like button for me. All right, guys, let's jump right into the action. First up, we're going to be taking a look at this awesome hit on Barbarian Camp from my friend Saeed. He's going to be coming in with the Graveyard Flying Fortress with rocket loons to tank. Right here you can see he's very deliberate with his graveyard placement, spreading them out on the base. This layout is pretty much default. He's going to start with some barbarians here in the left bottom corner to start clearing out these trash buildings, get this deployment zone opened up. He's got a few battle rams to open up these walls. And you can see right here, he's just going to be patient. Once the skeleton starts popping, he's going to start deploying a few of his rocket loons, take out this air defense, start working on these spear throwers, and then get the flying fortress right in here behind. And he does a great job of making sure he always has either air skeletons or rocket balloons right here to help tank for this flying fortress. It's taking no damage right now. He's got the minions here cleaning up a few trash buildings. That way he can, as soon as this last building goes down, he's going to bring in another rocket loon to take out this air bomb, protect that flying fortress, and just let it go to town. The minions that are in here are going to be able to take care of these super giants. He's got rocket loons pushing out here toward the middle of the base. You can see there's really just that one lone air defense in the middle of the base. It's going to be targeted right here by these rocket loons, so it's going to be taken out easily. The air skellies are popping. Along with these minions, are cleaning out all these ground defenses and this trash in the core of the base. Still working his way. He's got a few more rocket loons that he's hanging on to. And right now, this flying fortress is just doing great work right here. He wants to get these trash buildings down as soon as possible, though, because his flying fortress is getting out in front of everything. Now he can start bringing in his rocket loons to help come up toward the rocket artillery, provide a little tanking for this flying fortress. Once they get inside this dead zone, they're going to be able to take out the rocket artillery. You can see just a beautiful attack right here, guys. Clearing the 50% mark. Still taking down quite a few defenses here. And this flying fortress has gotten tremendous value. I really like this attack, how he's able to protect the flying fortress and really tank with it, with the graveyard spells and with the rocket loons. It was just really nicely orchestrated. This last rapid rockets is going to finish off the flying fortress. But these ground skellies are actually going to get through this wall, take care of this super giant, and also get down this post. They're going to run out just before they would have taken out this rapid rocket, but still a very nice opening attack. 57% of the base down. All right. He's going to be able to sneak in right here with his Barbarian to take out this rapid rocket that was just barely not taken out from our last attack. He's got his graveyard spells down so that after this rapid rocket goes down, he's going to have a much larger deployment zone to start bringing his troops in. So he's going to sneak his Barbarian in, get this last rapid rockets there taken out. Now the deployment zone is opened up. He's going to go ahead and bring in a rocket loon to start tanking right away with his flying fortress. Bring in a minion horde, and then start bringing in some more of his rocket loons. The air skeletons are going to start popping here. And he's just going to make sure that he always has air skellies or a rocket loon right here in front of his flying fortress so it's not being targeted. And you can see on the right-hand side of the map, all these air skeletons are starting to pop, starting to move their way across the base. They're all going to be providing tanking, taking out buildings along the way. He's got his minions working alongside with some of these air skellies. They're going to take out this air bomb with these rocket loons. He still has a few more air targeting defenses, plus that rocket artillery on the backside, but slowly but surely they're pushing their way through. The Flying Fortress still has a lot of health, and he's just being patient. He still has 3 rocket loons, but right now he doesn't really need to use them. So he's going to hang on until the Flying Fortress gets a little closer. Now it's time to bring them in and start working on trying to get this rocket artillery taken out. He's going to take out this mortar first. Now he can target the rocket artillery with his next pack of rocket loons. And once he gets this rocket artillery taken out, the balloons go over toward that rapid rockets, and it is a very nice 2-hit triple, guys. Anytime you can get a 2-hit triple on Barbarian Camp, it is a nice attack. And that's, believe it or not, how our raid week can start out with this very attack. What a start. All right, next up, we're going to be taking a look at Dragon Cliffs. We've got my friend Tyler coming in here. You can see this Dragon Cliffs. They have all these Super Dragon posts here sandwiched on this left-hand side of the base. All the heavy hitting defenses are over there. So he's just going to be coming in here with Rage and Sneaky Archers. Not the most exciting attack, but on Dragon Cliffs, a lot of the time, Sneaky Archers are your best bet if you want to try to get a 2-hit triple. We've got this on ×2 right here because these Sneaky Archers do take a while. But he's simply got some Barbarians clearing things out on the far right-hand side. You can see there's a lot of easy trash up there that they're able to get after they've cleared out some walls. But right now, he's just going to be working methodically with these Sneaky Archers, deploying them one at a time, using his rage spells, trying to push in here, get single Infernos down. You want to get as many Super Dragons taken out as possible with this rage and the Sneaky Archers. That does take some patience right here. You can see he's working on, he's got one of the Super Dragons down. Now he's moving towards the next single Inferno. And he's got so many targets here for these Sneaky Archers. They keep shooting at different ones, but you just have to be patient. Make sure you're getting all that value as you can. At the same time, when you're being patient, when you get to the end, you may have to rush your Sneaky Archers. Make sure you get them all deployed, which is kind of the situation here. We're trying to squeeze every last drop out of these that we can. And so we still have 3 of the Super Dragons up. Not ideal, but they do have a lot of damage on them. He's going to be coming in again with 14 Sneaky Archers, but this time with a Flying Fortress to start cleaning up things. So he's able to take out the one weak Super Dragon. The Flying Fortress is going to start cleaning the defenses on the right-hand side of the base. And now he's got a problem with these Super Dragons start heading toward this Flying Fortress, but luckily while it's distracted, he's able to get the Sneaky Archers in here and get that Super Dragon down before it can do any major defense on that Flying Fortress. And now it's a matter of just raging up his troops that are left and really getting these defenses down before the time runs out. There's not a lot left on the base, but everything is very spread out. As you can see, and he didn't have any battle rams in this army comp that he brought. Which I understand why, because he wanted as many Sneaky Archers to make sure he got those Super Dragons down. But at the same time, your cleanup is a lot harder at this point. And there's a few defenses really spread far apart. So this Flying Fortress had to go up, clear up there to the top at 12 o'clock almost to get that cannon. And now clear down at 6 o'clock, there is a Troll Spear Thrower. These Sneaky Archers are going to just barely dodge this log trap, get it taken out, and there is the 2-hit triple on Dragon Cliffs, guys. All right, guys, our next attack, we're going to be taking a look at Wizard Valley, and actually 2 different teammates took this out in 2 hits. Those are always some interesting attacks. We've got my friend Joe coming in here with this opening attack, and this is an army comp that he loves to use. He uses these graveyard spells as actually to take out defenses, not really just to distract. So the whole goal of those graveyard spells on those that back row of giant cannons, the defenses, is actually to eventually take those defenses out. Usually they'll take by the second attack to do that. But they're there just to do damage, not to distract. And he likes to bring in his battle rams, a few barbarians to clean up where needed, and then sneaky archers to get as many defenses down. And then he always brings 7 rocket loons to go ahead and target air defenses and whatever he can reach toward the tail end of this attack. And so it's a very interesting way to use the graveyard spells, and he's had great success with it. So right here now, he's pretty much got all the value he can out of his ground troops. He's going to go ahead and start deploying these rocket loons in rapid succession around the base, targeting a bunch of spear throwers, individual defenses. They're able to push in here and get quite a bit of value. And the nice thing about rocket loons is they only target defenses. So it's really opening up the base for the next attack. Now, Frozen comes in to clean up this base, and he's also going to be using the graveyard spells. He's got a few barbarians to clean out this trash building right here. Spell storage, get a few of these builder huts taken down, because he's going to come in right where these giant cannons are on the backside. And he's coming in with the hog raiders. And so he gets his graveyard spells down to tank, and a few battle rams deployed to start distracting all the giant cannons. And then he uses that stun ability to start stunning defenses, namely the giant cannons. And then just methodically around the base, he's spreading out these hog gliders, and they are able to come in here and really stun these defenses. And we're going to zoom in right here, but he has so many barbarians, there are so many skeletons, there are so many hogs right now working. I mean, this base does not have a chance right now. There are so many troops coming at it, and he still has hog raiders to deploy with their stun ability coming in here and methodically stunning these defenses as his troops move through the base. And you can see this is just an overwhelming overkill right here. Tons of hog raiders up. That giant bomb did hurt them a little bit, but he still has so many hogs running around. There's just this one building here, this troll building in the corner. And we're going to clean those up real fast. And it's another 2-hit triple. All right, guys, next up, we're going to be taking a look at Builder's Workshop. And this is my friend Ben coming in here with an attack that you've seen me use before, with the graveyard spells, with the battle rams, but also with the super giants and the super wizards. You're going to start using your battle rams. You want to open up some of these walls, start getting a few skeletons spawned right here, especially to start distracting this giant cannon at 6 o'clock. He's very methodical with his super giant deployment and his super wizards, not just spamming them in all at once. That way you don't risk losing them all to the giant cannon or to some traps. And you can see right here, he's still got tons of battle rams to bring onto this base to start distracting. In this section right here at 6 o'clock, you can see just some beautiful tanking right here. He's got the super giants and the super wizards just working in combination, and they're going to be able to power their way right through these crushers. He's got battle rams going through the middle of the base toward this blast bow. All at the same time, the skeletons are around the blast bow, weakening that, taking it out, distracting all the defenses around that. He still has saved more battle rams, so he's going to be able to start sprinkling those in as well to start distracting these defenses. And as long as you can keep these super wizards protected, you can just see the incredible amount of value they're able to get right now. He's already at 50%, and he still has tons of troops moving on this base. He's approaching this giant cannon, but he still has skeletons and barbarians, plus the super giants tanking for these super wizards. They're able to get right through this giant cannon very quickly. And now we're into the 60% range on this base. He's going to get to 65%, guys, in this opening hit. Over 5,600 capital gold in this opener. And when you only have this little portion of the base left for your next hit, you're feeling really good about your chances of getting a 2-hit. Yeah, it was a pretty devastating opener right there. All right, guys, we're going to follow it up right here. We're going to speed it up just a little bit because this is just a cleanup attack right now at this point. He's got his graveyard spells. He's going to start spamming these troops in. Once they get past this giant cannon, there are just going to be so many troops overwhelming these few defenses that are left. He still hasn't placed all of his graveyard spells. There we go, around that giant cannon. So he's got the graveyard spells on both sides of it distracting. And it is just a huge party of skeletons. And for an easy 2-hit triple. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at Balloon Lagoon. And it is yours truly coming in here with one of my favorite attack strategies in the clan capital. The Graveyard Super Dragon attack. We're going to start out with these minions, cleaning out a few trash buildings, get our graveyard spells placed, one by this rocket artillery, one in the corner behind those single infernos. Start bringing in some rocket loons to get this rocket artillery taken out, along with this air bombs. Now we're going to again bring in a couple more packs of our rocket loons, and then bring in our first super dragon. And you can already see this nice tanking in front of our super dragon. It is well protected. We're going to place our next graveyard spell around this air defense as we start moving in with our super dragon. I don't have any more rocket loons because I really use a lot of them early to get through that rocket artillery. But you can see right now we have some nice tanking set up for the super dragons. They're starting to really roast through these defenses here. And you can see with those two rocket artilleries clearing the backside, there's really not a lot of major splash right now on the base. So these super dragons are able to get quite a bit of value, even though there's some air targeting defenses hitting them. We've got more air skeletons coming in to help tank. And these super dragons, we've got one of them that's going to go down and actually be able to take out this rocket artillery here. And this next super dragon is actually going to go back towards this crusher and rapid rockets and actually be able to take that out with its roast ability, which was just awesome. And you can see right here, guys, we're at 62% of the base. There's only one rocket artillery left. A few air targeting defenses on this little peninsula, but there is not much left right here. Over 5,000 capital gold in that opening hit. So we're going to come in, same army comp, go ahead and get a couple graveyards on this peninsula, and we're going to start just targeting separate defenses with our rocket loons. We're going to get the minions working to open up our deployment zone. And now we can target pretty much every air defense right here in this area, every spear thrower. We've got the air skellies popping from all the graveyard spells. We're going to start moving in to take out this air bomb. And you can see on the backside, once we get through this peninsula, there's only 2 spear throwers and that rocket artillery. There's nothing left to protect this base. We have a massive wave of air skellies, and we still have this next graveyard spell to place. We're going to start bringing in our last rocket loons, and then just bring in our 3 super dragons. There's nothing that can hurt them right here. That blast bow is helpless at this point. We're going to roast through these defenses rather quickly, and it is a huge parade right here for the easy 2-hit triple. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at Skeleton Park, and again, this is one of my attacks. Almost 10,000 capital gold available, so really nice. This is a combination with Zap and Graveyard with the rocket loons. You can see we zapped out those air defenses around that rocket artillery. Now we're able to go and snipe it off. with these rocket loons. We get tons of value right there on the bottom left-hand side while we're moving in methodically around the base here, just targeting each and every defense one at a time with our packs of rocket loons, trying to open up as much as we can. And we're just going to hold on to this graveyard spell right now to help set up for our second attack, because I don't really have a place where it looks like it can do me a ton of value right now at this point. So we're just going to be patient, moving our way with these rocket loons. And the rocket loons are just so powerful right now in the clan capital. If you're not using the rocket loons, I'd seriously suggest, trying them out. Even if you're just taking out one set of defenses for every set of rocket loons, like, you're going to take out districts very easily doing that. So right now we've got battle rams opening up a couple more of these areas so we can get our rocket loons deployed just a little bit closer, take out these air bombs, start working in here, trying to get toward this minion hive. Those are a kind of a nasty defense in the skeleton park that you have to deal with. I don't really like those hives, but they're kind of annoying. You can see right here we're getting nice value. We get this rocket artillery taken out. Not a ton left on the base. We still have this graveyard spell. I'm going to place it right in between this air bomb and this hive, mainly to set up for our next attack. Probably could have placed it a little earlier, got maybe a little more value out of it for this attack, but I'm happy with just setting it up for the next one. I'll do a little bit of damage on this hive. And we're ready for attack number 2. All right, we're going to bring in the same army comp. We got the 15 rocket loons. We're going to get our next graveyard spell up here close to like 10:30, 11 o'clock. There's not a lot of air targeting defenses. I think those air skellies will do me some nice value. I'm going to zap out that rapid rockets down there. And now we're going to start bringing in our rocket loons. And you can see right here, we're going to start creating some air skeletons. They're going to start tanking for us. That way we can get this minion hive taken out and really start collapsing in on the base. I need those air skeletons. We need a few of them to spawn so we can start taking out a few of these trash buildings to get this deployment zone opened up a little bit for us. But that district hall, unfortunately, is taking a little while to go down. I'd really like that to go down so I can get in here a little closer. But nonetheless, we have some nice tanking set up for our rocket loons that are left. And we're just going to start collapsing in on this base, guys. The rocket loons, once you start getting them going like this, there is no stopping them. And you can just wave after wave start taking out defenses. And then in combination with these air skeletons, once they get all the trash and they start coming in here to tank, you can just overwhelm the base. And that's what we're doing right here. We don't like, I want to deploy these pretty quickly just to overwhelm all the defenses that are remaining. And you can see right here, we have a balloon parade to finish this one off for the nice and easy 2-hit triple. All right, last attack, we've got Golem Quarry. And take a look at this base. We have everything sandwiched here in this left-hand corner at 9 o'clock. And my friend Grub Lublin is coming in here with a very classic, just battle ram, super wizard graveyard spam. And you can see right here just a mass chaos ensuing right here with these skeletons popping everywhere. The battle rams are all deployed. He's going to start bringing, he's got the super wizards working in behind them. We're going to zoom in, just see the chaos. I mean, there are just troops everywhere for these defenses to target. And all these defenses are so close together. These super wizards are going to be able to chain through here and get so much value. We're already at 50%. Super fast attack. I mean, I think this first attack was only like a minute. Just incredible value that quickly. And this last super wizard is going to do a great job right here. avoiding that rocket coming in and getting just a little more value. But once again, once you get over 60% in your opening attack, the 2-hit is almost a guarantee, guys. That was just a really nice opener. And now Tanner is coming in here to clean this thing up, and he's going to actually attack it with air. And I've never seen an attack like this. So he's got the Flying Fortress. He's got a Super Dragon. He's got a couple Rocket Loons to send in here to tank. Air Skeletons start popping, and then he's got 6 minion hordes. So we've got 60 minions and a massive load of Air Skeletons popping all over this base. And nothing can target the Flying Fortress and this Super Dragon. I mean, just look at this wave of minions and Air Skeletons destroying everything in its path. There are so many of them right now. When you're talking almost 200 total Air Skeletons plus 60 minions flying around. I mean, every defense is distracted right here. They didn't have a chance to shoot at the Super Dragon or the Flying Fortress, really, for that matter. And it's another easy 2-hit triple, guys. All right, guys. Well, I hope you liked the variety of attacks today. I hope they help you out in your next raid weekend. Get some different ideas. Until next time, clash on, my friends.